What's going on, guys? Take two. I just attempted to do a video and had time lapse on, and it was the shortest video that I've ever made. So I apologize. This one's going to be longer. This is just a short-ish video on my get home bag. So full disclosure, this is the bag that I keep in my truck under the back seat, and this is to just get me home if for whatever reason I get stranded on the highway, or if I'm out and EMP or whatever other crazy stuff they're talking about now happens, and I need to make the decision to abandon my vehicle and go on foot to get home. So, and once I'm home, we're not bailing out. We're hunkering down, and we're going to shelter in place. So just to set it up a little bit, and I've gone through this bag over the last several years. I've had this bag. This is a 511 Covert. I believe it's the Covert. I don't know whatever the liters are or how big it is, but it's just a standard backpack size that you would, like a school backpack. It's not too big, not too small. It's got really comfortable straps that are got some ergonomics to them that are comfortable. A little adjustable chest, a chest belt, and obviously adjustable straps. But this thing is cool. I have my Vertex right here. That's also a really cool bag for other reasons, but I've chosen to go with the 511 Covert for the simple fact that it's got more options that I like compared to the Vertex. And the Vertex does have, Vertex, however you pronounce it, it does have things about it that the 511 doesn't have. But for a get home bag, I think the 511, in my opinion, is the superior bag for that, for my use. And you may disagree. I carried this one in my truck for a year or more, but then every time I went to get it out, there was something that just, I don't know, it didn't piss me off, but it was just weird. You can't fit a 32-ounce bottle in the side pocket of the Vertex. You can fit a water bottle. It's kind of a neoprene pocket on either side, but it's just not big enough to fit a 32-ounce bottle. And so I abandoned this. I've got this set up for my wife because she's got in her car, she carries this thing, and it's equipped with her stuff, and we'll do a review on that later. But this is the one we're talking about, the 511 Covert, and we're gonna dig into it. I haven't opened this thing up for a while, so we're gonna see what's in it and all the compartments. And so starting in the front, so I don't ramble too much, there are these two side pockets, just these inner sleeves here that have little zippers in them, and oh, yep. I carry a pack of Marlboro Lights, sealed Marlboro Lights. I don't smoke anymore. It's been 20 some years since I quit smoking, but I bought a pack of cigarettes just as a bargaining tool. So if I run across some crackhead and he can't get cigarettes, he or she can't get cigarettes, this will either buy me some time, or it'll be my bartering tool for something they have, or just an act of kindness. Just leave me alone. I'm just walking through. Get out of here and start smoking something. I don't know. But I carry this inexpensive way, and as a bartering tool. And the other side's got the same pocket. Nothing in it, but you can shove whatever you want in it. These are overlapping pockets, so it's not one pass through. They're two separate pockets. And I honestly forget that they're there. So I'll try to do this where you can see it. But this front pouch opens up nicely. I don't know why, but I've got some little vitamin packet with just basic medication in there. But and then I've got a little boo-boo pouch here. It's a Maxpedition bag, and I love the Maxpedition stuff. And I'll open that thing up in a minute. But and then just a small little non-load bearing carabiner if I need to lash something to the outside. This bag's got a ton of loops in it and ways to lash various things. And I believe this rolls down somehow. And yeah, so this bag, if I had to identify myself as a good guy or whatever, this thing has these little straps in it that I can roll this down, and then I could take my first aid thing and kind of attach it there, so I can walk around and maybe pose as, okay, this is a good guy, he's a helper, he's a safety worker or whatever, if I wanted to. Or you could put tactical cool patches on there, and I'll let you do you. But I don't have anything on there right now, but that's an option in this bag. It's kind of cool. So that's all I have in there. My owie kit goes right in the front, and I can pull that out. And in here, all right, stay in here. I just have some moleskin patches or strips, and they're adhesive. So if I'm hiking out, whatever boots or shoes I have on, if I'm hiking miles and miles and miles, this might make it suck a little bit less. And then, don't know why it's in here, just a little mirror, signaling mirror if I need it. Quick clot right in front. If I need to stop the bleeding and triage myself or somebody else, I have quick access to that. And then a Right in the Rain pad and corresponding pen. You could do a quick topo map, you could leave notes, you could do whatever. This is handy. It'll engage your brain. It gives you something to do. You can do your pace count on all this and start tracking your distance and your direction, and plan your route home. So Right in the Rain. And then this is a pack. These things are cool. The Adventure Medical Kits. They come sealed. Have I busted this thing open? I may have. But these are the trauma pack. And in here, I mean, there's triangular bandages, there's nitride gloves, duct tape, adhesive wipes. So it all comes in this very lightweight, thin pack that fits nicely in the Maxpedition. And while we're talking about it, the Maxpedition's got all these little hidden compartments in it. It's a super cool pack. And then in the middle here, if you wanted to hide money or something, you've got this compartment that I have money in. I didn't know I had money in there. Sweet. So I've got a couple quarters, and I probably have, looks like 20 bucks just in a bag with some small bills, just 5s and 1s. Didn't know I had that in there. That's cool. So, but you wouldn't even know that's a compartment, but it's got these two straps that you can just pull apart. It's kind of cool. So that's the boo-boo kit, and this can lash to the outside. I just love the Maxpedition stuff. I've got a bunch of their bags. So that's the outside bag. Working our way this way, this right here is my kind of electronics admin pouch, stuff that I need to get to quickly. And in here I've got a little pair of reading glasses, because I'm old and I need glasses to read. So that's a very easy way to store those where they're not going to get all jacked up. Headphones. So if I'm hiking back and or if I'm bailing out, or getting home, just a morale thing. I'm not counting on there being any cell service. I'm planning on just going, but I've got those in there. Got a recharging cable, assuming my phone even works. So it's going to take a lot for me to make that decision to abandon my truck and leave it and go home. So this is really going to be poop hits the fan kind of a deal if I'm putting this thing on my back and I'm walking home. So all of this stuff is more of a convenience for my everyday. If I don't have a charging cable or I need my headphones for whatever reason, I have them in my bag, and it's in the back of my truck. So extra pencil, dental floss for a lot of reasons. This stuff's pretty handy, except, you know, outside of its intended use. You could lash stuff together with this. Got a couple sets of extra batteries for my pencil, my headlamp, and this one's got the multi-color that you can change colors on it for nighttime use. So, or just to make yourself less visible, and then a couple sets of spare batteries that go in there. So that's that, and a toothpick for whatever reason. So moving our way back to well, I'll skip over the main compartment. That'll take the longest. This top pouch is kind of like a, I don't know, suede, not suede, but it's got a little padded section in there for sunglasses. So I've got a couple sets of sunglasses in there. Again, this is my truck bag, so if I forget a pair of sunglasses, I know where there's 2 sets. So these bags are cool because you can stuff the crap out of them, and they have these you know, the straps that clip together and bind it all together. I'm kind of ADD when it comes to not ADD, but whatever it's called. I don't like loose floppy straps everywhere. I like to just secure everything and get it all tight, and they've got these little elastic pieces on there. 32 ounce Nalgene bottle that fits in the side. Getting into the main compartment. This bag has a couple pouches, little mesh pouches up front, or on the lid, that are pretty cool. You could fit a bunch of stuff in this thing. This is an outdoor research little boonie hat. I've treated it with water repellent, so it's not waterproof, but it'll keep the sun and the rain off me if I need it to. This is the only camouflage kind of tactical thing that I have in this bag, but I love these floppy hats because I got to protect the old baldness there, so that works good. Just a good old Bear Grylls fixed blade knife. This is not one that I have in my other kits or my everyday use, but it serves the purpose, and it's a good knife, made by Gerber with Bear Grylls vomit all over it. So it's got the fire starting ability on the edge there, or on the spine, and it's non-serrated, so easy to sharpen. It's got its sharpener in there, just kind of cheese ball, and it also has the ferro rod built in with the whistle. But this is just a inexpensive option to give me a fixed blade that I can use to build shelters or whatever. All right, getting into it. I'm gonna try to make this under 20 minutes. Hygiene kit, toothpaste, toothbrush. This is a little bag, a little mesh bag that I've got coffee, emergency, and a couple tea bags in there, and it's that instant pour over coffee bag that you can just set on the top of your cup and pour right through it, and it's got these little wings that hold it. So super easy to make coffee because I'm a coffee guy. Sunscreen, fishing line, God forbid I'm out long enough where I have to go fish. And then just right in the front is another little scrapes and scratches kit. It's got some Dayquil in there. If you start feeling like crap for whatever reason, you drink bad water, whatever. It's got some Ben's tick wipes, the DEET on it, and then just some Band-Aids and just the stuff to patch yourself up quickly. Keep moving. So, a little bit of paracord. I think there's 25 feet of paracord to keep in the bag. Ferro rod. I've had this thing for a long time with the striker. Just lashed to a paracord. One of those Soul emergency blankets. Easy to pack, lightweight. This is my fire starting bag. I've got some of Dave Canterbury's those little ferro rod, or those Inferno, those little mini Inferno wafers in this little tin that fits in here. And I've got some of the little cotton fire starter deals, storm matches, another lighter, another little wet fire starter, and then a whistle. So you can see the theme. There's a lot of redundancy, and the whole 2 is 1, 1 is none. Fire, I'm not planning. I wouldn't think fire would be my first choice. If I'm trying to get home, I think I would be very committed to traveling at night, and when less people are on the road, less people are on the foot. But I don't think any of us know what it's going to look like if we get to that point in our world that we're bailing out and we're abandoning our vehicles on the road. So if you've seen my other videos, I like to have multiple options of starting fire. So there's that. That's in here. And then these bags, I always carry, I don't even know, these quart size or gallon size, quart size bags. Carry a couple of these, because if I'm traveling and I don't want, I'm doing my business in the woods, if I want to pack it out and I'm not wanting to attract a lot of attention, or even my food scraps with my bags, and I'm not leaving trash where if somebody's tracking me or they're trying to find me, I can pack out what I pack in. And carry water in these if you needed to. There's a lot of uses for Ziplock bags, and they literally weigh nothing, and they're easy. So you could even stick your feet in these if you need to. Keep your feet dry if you don't have the proper shoes on and you run into weather. So a lot of uses. Waterproof stuff. I could throw a lot of these things in here, waterproof them, because my bag is treated, but it's not waterproof. So this will absorb if there's a lot of rain or whatever the case. So that's that. This is my water kit, and again, it's just in a little cinch sack, nothing fancy. I got my life straw just to drink on the go, stream or whatever kind of water that's kind of nasty. I can do that. And then the whole system in here, the Sawyer system, got the filter that hooks onto a water bottle, or I can just siphon this directly out of, there's a straw in here to get water. So give yourselves a lot of options, and there's water purification tablets that will treat 32 ounces. So get some nasty water, filter it through a bandana that I have in here, and get the big chunks out, boil it, whatever. But you can put those water purification tablets in it, and it's not going to be sweet tea or anything that's really tasty, but it's not gonna give you diarrhea for 3 days either. So it'll help you get home. And that's the sole intent of this bag. As I've said, I'll keep saying it. This is not my hiking bag. This is not my hunting bag. This is my, the poops hit the fan and I got to get home. Next, These little survival bars. This came in a big old 12-pack. I don't know the brand. I forget the brand, but it's those U.S. Coast Guard survival bars, and I think each one of these is 300 to 400 calories, maybe more, but they're little squares, and they taste like shortbread cookies, and they're not bad. But this is probably could last me a day or two if I really needed to, just eating these little squares. And I vacuum sealed them. I cut the thing open. I made a bunch of these little 1 or 2 day kits, because the whole square is like this, and it weighs, I bet you it weighs 2 or 3 pounds. It's pretty intense. So, and don't take these through TSA like I did. They thought I was smuggling something gnarly, and so don't do that. Next up, I don't have to explain this too much, but other than the intended use of this, there's a lot of other things you can do with toilet paper. Use it as tinder for starting a fire, but I've just got it thrown in here. So if there's any kind of weather, this thing might go in a bag to stay dry, but you could signal with this, you could mark your trail with this. You could do a lot with toilet paper, just get creative. And then obviously what it's used for, because I'm not wiping with a leaf. Sorry. A shamog, just a lot of uses for these. You know, first aid, you could headdress, you could for warmth or keeping the sun off of you, temporary little shelter if you need to hug shade and take a break. A lot of good uses for these. Sorry, I'm going kind of fast. This little waterproof Sea to Summit bag. These things are cool. You can stuff all kinds of stuff in here. I don't know what I have in here. Extra pair of wool socks. Got to take care of your feet. If you're going to be on your feet, you got to take care of your feet and make sure you've got dry socks on, or you're drying your feet out so you don't get trench foot and get nasty feet. Because if you're hiking home or bailing out or getting home and you can't walk, you're kind of screwed. So extra pair of socks is a good morale booster, and it's essential. And I've got an extra pair of underwear in here. We'll need to go into that. And then a quick bandana. Like I said, bandanas for filtering water, getting the big chunks out, or whatever. So that's that. All right, my little cook kit. This is I think it's a Toaks, and then sitting right on top in that bag is a little bowl that expand bowl cup. And not that I'm going to be sharing with anybody, but if I had to have something in here while I'm cooking something else, this is an easy option that folds down to nothing, and it sits right on top of the little sack that this comes in. So this is a Toaks 500 milliliter titanium cup. Nice little handle, and weighs next to nothing. Another lighter in here, and then the canister holder for the nested canister. And I could make a fire and put this directly on the fire if I wanted to, but once again, repeating myself, this is a bag that I'm on the move, and if I wanted to stop and make a quick thing of ramen or a cup of coffee or something to keep me warm, this is a quick setup. This is not, I'm not camping. So there's that. Okay, there's that deal. Paired with this, I can make a quick little thing of ramen if I needed to, for soup to warm me up. And this is spicy chicken shin. Can't read any of the ingredients, but put it in boiling water, you're good to go. Weighs nothing. Spoon for that. This is the Optimus spoon. No explanation needed. And then this is just an MSR little titanium stove. These things are super cool. Quick and easy. I think it's the Pocket Rocket version. Yeah, I think this is the Pocket Rocket, but it's the new version of the Pocket Rocket, and it's pretty neat. Maybe I'll do a video just on that. It's a cool stove. I like it. It's got its own little container. Doesn't take up much room. And so this pack, as you get into it, this is made so you can use it for work, school, and it's got this padded liner in here, a little pocket, and in that pocket, you know, for a laptop or tablet, I've just got some Mountainous Meals, 2 Mountainous Meals, and these are just the single servings, beef stroganoff and chicken and rice. So there you go. These are easy. Put boiling water in them, seal the bag up, wait about 10 minutes, and you've got lunch, you've got a meal. So those go in there. Where are we at now? So up the back, there's a back compartment in here. So these things, these bags are cool. They've got, can't see, I'm not doing a very good job. They've got this little ridge of this mesh material, so it's breathable. So if you're hiking or walking out or have this thing on in the summertime, this is going to keep the airflow. You're not just going to get super sweaty. And there's a back pouch here that you can zip in. There's a rigidness to this back part here, and you can slide ballistic plates in here if you needed to and use this as a barrier. The Verdicts that I mentioned earlier, they have this arm shield thing that you can put plates in there. But in this back compartment, kind of hidden, I've got 4 zip ties. So I can use these for doing a temporary shelter, a quick shelter, or I can restrain bad guys or people that I just don't want bothering me anymore. So a lot of uses for these, and they're quick zip cuffs if you need it, like I said, or shelter or whatever you need, but virtually unbreakable. You know, you're not going to tow a boat with these, but they'll do anything else you need. And then I've got a Contractor grade black trash bag. If I need to waterproof this bag, I could just throw this thing over it, cinch it up, and I'm still mobile in the rain, all weather. Or I could cut a hole in the top and use it as a rain jacket or something for myself. But in my truck, I've got, what's not in here is a rain jacket and any type of coat, because I've got all that in my truck. So if I made the decision to leave my truck, I'm getting my firearm, extra mag or mags. I've got pepper spray in there, and jackets and a beanie. So that's not in this kit, but all of that would be coming out because I have those things readily accessible throughout the day in my truck. So if I'm abandoning my truck, there's a whole lot more besides this that's going to go with me, but this is going on my back. So that's that. It fits in the back there. I think that's about it, but I hope this helps. Again, 511, the covert bag, and you can't break these things. The zippers, you can just abuse them and do whatever else. These are great bags. I've had this for years, and I used it for hunting, hiking, and it's been my bailout bag or my get home bag. Not my bailout bag, but good bags. Hope this helped, and I'll make sure that it's not child friendly, because apparently that shuts off the comments and you're not allowed to make comments like previous videos. So I'm still figuring all this stuff out. Anyway, hope that helps, guys. And sorry, this is, well, I'm still under, in 30 seconds, I'm under 30 minutes. So way too long, but we're going to keep going with the taxidermy stuff that you see in the background. I've got some more mounts that I'm going to be working on here in the next day or two. So I'll try to get some of those on video, time lapse, so they're not as fast or not as long. So if you have any comments, things that you like, dislike, have questions, just feel free to send me a message or comment in the comment section, and hit that like and subscribe. We appreciate it. Take care, guys.